From Nebraska's trusted news source, this is Channel 8 News at 5.
Coming up tonight on the news, Lincoln Public Schools sets a new weekly record for COVID cases. We're going to have a closer look at those numbers.
Plus, a quarterback committed to the Husker football team today. We'll tell you who.
But first, arrests have been made in a Lincoln woman's homicide. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on this Friday evening. We do have new details in the Carly Schaaf case.
The 23-year-old went missing on May 19th last year and was then found dead on June 10th. Channel 8's Yosef Nasser is at Pawnee Lake with more. Yosef?
Good evening, Rod and Megan. It was here at Pawnee Lake where the remains of Carly Schaaf were found back in June. Today, we learned more about the two individuals being charged with her murder.
The purpose of the press conference is to announce the forthcoming arrests of Joseph Barraza and Rachel Poggler.
Police Chief Teresa Ewens confirmed that Schaaf knew Barraza and Poggler, but would not elaborate on the nature of that relationship. Police say Barraza had been in contact with Schaaf near the time of her disappearance. The two had been arrested for prior offenses before investigators connected them to the Schaaf case.
During this investigation, additional evidence revealed that Joseph Barraza had sexually assaulted 3 different women. Carly was found to be one of those victims. Joseph Barraza will be charged with first-degree murder, kidnapping, and 3 counts of first-degree sexual assault. Rachel Poggler is charged with kidnapping and accessory to first-degree murder. In this separate case, both subjects were charged with gun and narcotic violations and have been held in custody since that time.
A firearm, narcotics, and other evidence were seized from the home of Barraza and Poggler, who were in a relationship. Now, earlier today, we reached out to the family of Carly Schaaf for reaction to the news. Thus far, they have not gotten back to us. Lincoln police say there are no other suspects at this time. Reporting from Pawnee Lake, I'm Yosef Nasser, Channel 8 News.
Yosef, thank you for our top story tonight. In other news on this Friday, Lincoln Public Schools broke a new record for their weekly COVID infections this academic year.
It's nearly double the previous record. Channel 8's Ariana Martinez tells us it comes as LPS deals with a substitute teacher shortage. Ariana?
Yes, Lincoln Public Schools reported 208 staff having to stay home. In fact, 101 staff tested positive for COVID since Sunday. In addition to that, there is a substitute teacher shortage. It's serious enough that they were unable to schedule an interview with us today because the people who would normally do the interview were actually in the classroom substitute teaching. To make up for the shortage, it's all hands on deck.
Elementary schools are splitting kids up and, putting so many in classes. The specialists aren't doing necessarily the rotations. They're covering classes. High schools, middle schools, they take their plan periods and they cover. We had a list, and if it was your plan period, you rotated through, and that we always did that. We just do it a lot more now.
In an effort to combat the substitute teacher shortage, a significant pay raise went into effect in November.
Through some advocacy from the union, we've got the district to raise the pay from $37 to $50 an hour for people who are subbing.
Before COVID, a high percentage of substitute teachers were actually retired teachers, but the virus has made it more difficult.
Let's face it, if you're a retired teacher and you're watching your health, you might not want to go in.
Their health isn't the only obstacle.
What happened during COVID is this big swing to technology that they weren't there for, and it changes all the time, the different ways that we're delivering our instruction. So they have to do training too for that. So for some people, it's not as comfortable when you've been retired for a couple of years and you're coming back in the classroom.
Those studying to become a teacher are getting the chance to step in and help.
Our student teachers that have been in there, they are subbing too. They're taking over a classroom, freeing up the supervising teacher to go to another classroom.
The shortage of substitute teachers is something LPS has been dealing with for a while, so it's not necessarily new right now. And at least this school year, it's been all year long. If you're interested in becoming a substitute teacher, Deb Rasmussen suggests reaching out to your district. She says the goal is to keep our kids in the classroom and hopes that people will wear their masks and do what's necessary to get COVID infection numbers down.
Ariana Martinez with that story for us tonight. Thank you very much, Ariana. Nebraska Senator Julie Slama says she's received threats after introducing the heartbeat bill on Wednesday.
If passed, it would make abortions illegal here in Nebraska after the detection of a heartbeat with the fetus. She told Channel 8 she has received mostly a positive response.
A small number of people, however, reached out to my office with things like death threats, rape threats, sexually explicit comments. Those comments represent a tiny portion of what's been overwhelmingly positive, and the ones that needed to be escalated to the State Patrol have been.
She told us nothing is changing with the heartbeat bill, and she does believe she's doing what's right to protect Nebraskans. As far as those threats, she says she's confident the State Patrol has a security protocol in place to keep everyone safe. Well, some concerning news for our community this week with the COVID-19 risk dial moving into the red.
Our positivity rate and case numbers both rising, but Lincoln's mayor reminding everyone that the vaccine is the key to beating this virus.
As more children now are eligible for both vaccines and likely boosters, we have the ability to have power over this virus and to beat it back, and that's what we need everyone to do. This is a job for everyone in Lincoln and Lancaster County, and of course across our state and country. We need to work together, get vaccinated to prevent the spread and prevent the severe outcomes of the disease.
The community's weekly rolling average jumped from 128 cases to 218 at the end of December. Our positivity rate also increased to 16.7%, and in 2021, 201 people died from the virus here in Lancaster County. Now, coming up tonight at 6 o'clock, I asked the mayor if a mask mandate could be returning. And some big announcements from CHI Health today regarding employees and COVID treatment. Workers, including here in Lincoln, will have to wear 2 masks inside of facilities, a surgical medical grade mask on the inside, then a cloth mask on the outside, or they can wear an N95 mask.
Also, with the rise in Omicron cases, out of the 3 monoclonal treatments they have, only one of them is effective against the new variant. That drug is in very short supply right now, and CHI is now having to ration who gets the treatment.
So we had a lot of options to be able to give it to more people. But now with, having not a lot of doses, you really have to prioritize to the top most vulnerable population. So then a lot of others, they might not be able to get the monoclonal across the state. This is an issue for the whole state.
Now, before, CHI had the ability to give it to anyone in the high-risk category, which was very broad. Now there is such a short supply of the drug, they are limiting treatments to those with an extremely high risk of severe disease. Well, a big announcement from Husker football today.
A new quarterback has committed to the program. Channel 8's Kelsey Casper has all the details. Kelsey?
Yeah, guys, it feels like Husker Nation has been waiting a while now to find a new quarterback after Adrian Martinez transferred to Kansas State last month. But today, Nebraska football landed their guy from the transfer portal. Former Texas quarterback Casey Thompson announced his commitment to the Big Red today. The transfer posted on his Instagram page today saying, quote, "Always got an ace up my sleeve for whatever was dealt Nebraska. Let's get it. Hashtag why not." This past season, Thompson led all of Big 12 quarterbacks with 24 passing touchdowns. He also holds the Texas school record for the most 5+ touchdown games in school history. So plenty of new offensive additions this season as Scott Frost only has a few more positions left to fill. I'll have more coming up at 6, guys.
All right. Thank you very much, Kelsey.
You know, it's that time of the year where I'm always thinking, why don't I invest into an automatic start for my car so I can warm it up? Because it was another cold one, Rusty.
Those things are handy too. They really, really are. And this would have been a good couple of days to have one, but not tomorrow. We're going to start warming up as we head through the next couple of days, but we are chilly out there right now. Look at these temperatures. It's about 10 degrees warmer than we were yesterday at this time. A lot of 21s, 22s out there in and around Lincoln. We'll zoom out just a little bit and see that just about everybody's in the upper teens and lower 20s. Low deck of clouds has kind of kept temperatures from going anywhere, but upper teens and lower 20s for temperatures right now, and still a bit of a wind chill in the single digits for just about everybody. So not much of a wind, but enough to knock us down about 10 or 12 degrees. We're at 8 degrees for the wind chill in the capital city, 9 in Beatrice. And that's just about everybody else as well. Satellite radar not showing any precipitation, but we are seeing quite a bit in the way of cloud cover. we should start to see these clouds erode away a little bit as we head through tonight into tomorrow morning. We'll start off chilly. Sure, we'll middle and upper teens to around 20 degrees with a south wind at 5 to 15. That southwest wind, though, will help to warm us up as we head into tomorrow afternoon. I think by noon, around 43 and 45 degrees by 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. That will feel like a heat wave. It's been a while since we've seen temperatures like this. And if you like that, there's 50s in the forecast as well. We'll take a look at that in a few.
Quite the tease. All right, thank you so much, Rusty. National news now. We go to Georgia, where 3 men convicted in the murder of Ahmaud Arbery have now been sentenced.
All of them faced a minimum of life in prison for shooting Arbery, an unarmed black man who was out jogging back in 2020. ABC's Elwin Lopez is in Georgia with more.
The 3 men convicted of Ahmaud Arbery's death back in court today, a judge handing down the sentences this afternoon.
Malice murder, life without the possibility of parole.
Travis and Gregory McMichael, life in prison without the possibility of parole. For William Rody Bryan, life in prison with a possibility of parole.
Please give all 3 defendants who are responsible for the death of my son the maximum punishment in this court. They each have no remorse and do not deserve any leniency.
Travis McMichael, his father Gregory McMichael, and their neighbor William Rody Bryan were found guilty in the unarmed black jogger's murder. Arbery's mother is asking the judge to hand down the maximum punishment.
They were fully committed to their crimes. Let them be fully committed for the consequences.
So if life without parole is a sentence that is held for only the worst of the worst, it simply can't be a sentence for a person who never intended that tragic result that took place on February 23rd.
In February of 2020, the McMichaels chased the 25-year-old jogger down. Bryan also joining in. It was his cell phone that captured this moment Travis McMichael shot and killed Arbery.
Ahmaud had a future that was taken from him in an instance of violence. He was robbed of his life pleasures, big and small.
That cell phone video sparking nationwide outrage. The McMichaels and Bryan are still facing federal charges on civil rights violations. That case begins next month. Elwin Lopez, ABC News, Atlanta.
Still to come on the news tonight, a look back on the life of a trailblazer in the movie industry for African Americans.
Stay with us. We'll be right back. Sidney Poitier, the first black man to ever win an Oscar for Best Actor, has died at the age of 94.
ABC's Lindsay Davis has more on how he paved the way for black actors in film.
Your attitudes, Mr.
Sidney Poitier doesn't make movies, a critic once wrote. He makes milestones. For 2 decades, he stood alone as the only African-American leading man. He was the first to be nominated for an Academy Award.
No more yasser.
The first to win an Oscar for this performance in Lilies of the Field.
Get yourself another boy.
In Guess Who's Coming to Dinner,
Mom, this is John.
he starred in one of Hollywood's first interracial love stories.
Well, we have this problem. I fell in love with your daughter.
From his earliest roles, Poitier challenged racial stereotypes, whether playing a young doctor whose patient died,
There is a possibility that I killed him, isn't there? Don't be a fool. That I was careless in the spinal tap. That his brother's Negro baiting got me down.
or a man frustrated by his lack of opportunity in A Raisin in the Sun.
I drive a man around in his limousine and I say, yes, sir, and no, sir, and shall I take the drive, sir? Mama, that ain't no kind of job. That is nothing at all.
Or a police officer forced to work with a racist Southern sheriff in the Heat of the Night.
Virgil, that's a funny name for but it comes from Philadelphia. What do they call you up there?
They call me Mr. Tibbs.
They also called him Sir.
You will call me sir or Mr. Thackeray.
Poitier's dignified presence on screen opened the door for other black actors. After accepting an honorary Oscar in 2002, he said he didn't try to set the pace for others. His work was simply a reflection of his values.
And if someone saw them and felt that they were of use to them, then I'm blessed.
From a childhood of poverty, Poitier became an American icon, a symbol of persistence and possibility, of hope and excellence. Amen. Lindsay Davis, ABC News.
Now, your Storm Alert Team Forecast from Nebraska's trusted news source.
Well, if you're about over winter already, we've still got a couple of months to go. But the good news is winter around here ebbs and flows, and it looks like we're going to be taking a break from the bitterly cold temperatures here pretty soon. Now, this is what it looks like outside. This is Beatrice. Gorgeous sunset going on. That's what's nice about this time of year, too. We get to start to see the sunset during the 5 o'clock show, that means the sun's going down later and later and later, and pretty soon it'll be summer. Not today, though. Temperatures, highs, better than yesterday. We were at 12 yesterday, 23 today. So we'll take that a little step at a time. 23 for a high today in Lincoln and Wahoo and Grand Island. 28 in O'Neill, one of the warmer spots. Here comes the warmer weather, though. Look at that, Chadron, 46 degrees for a high today. That warmer air will eventually spread all across the state of Nebraska as we head through the day tomorrow. So something to look forward to. It's short-lived, but just, well, I'll show you here in a second. First, right now, where are we at? We're at 22 degrees for just about everybody in and around Lincoln, a touch colder around Yankee Hill at 21. A lot of 20s out there, 18 in Central City, one of the colder spots. Beatrice at 23, one of the warmer spots, but that's, give or take a degree or two. We're pretty close to 20. The wind is still out there, out of the south at 10 to almost 20 miles per hour. So temperatures in the 20s and wind speeds close to that 20 mile per hour range. That's going to give you a wind chill that hurts a little bit. Single digits for about all of us, 7, 8, 9, 10 degrees in Friend is one of the warmer spots for a wind chill. So at least it's not below zero, but it's still got a definite bite to it. Cloud cover has hindered any kind of warming today, but it kind of kept us a little warmer too. It's like a little bit of a blanket, so not too cold, not too hot. It's not bad. I mean, it could be a lot worse, certainly. A lot of cloud cover, no precipitation out there right now, maybe a few flurries up towards the southern fringes of Minnesota. But for us, it doesn't look like much is going to happen as we get through tonight. Mostly clear to partly cloudy skies. I think the clouds will start to erode away. But the temperature is going to be on the increase, and I think we'll see a little melting of some leftover snowfall. So we may see a little moisture in the atmosphere. So by Saturday morning, we might see a little patchy fog here. That's what that would indicate. That erodes away fairly quickly. I think by noon, 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, partly cloudy skies, some high thin clouds. any kind of precipitation will be well to our south and east. Look at this, between Cincinnati and Memphis, a line of storms trying to pop up. But we're on the other side of that. Colder air is funneling in behind that, but it won't be terribly cold. In fact, most of the really cold air will be to the north. We'll see some sunshine. This is early morning Sunday, between mostly sunny and partly cloudy skies. And then all the clouds just go away as we head into Sunday afternoon and then into the evening hours. Still not a whole lot going on. So temperatures tonight drop off to around 17 degrees, I think, but we'll warm up tomorrow and see middle, maybe the upper 40s in some spots by tomorrow afternoon with a west wind at 10 to 20 miles per hour. So a pretty nice day. 17 degrees tonight, warmer tomorrow, 45 degrees, and then we dip down just a little bit. There's that cold air coming back at us on Sunday, but then we work our way up, and look at that, a couple of 50s on Wednesday and Thursday. That will feel awfully nice. And then, of course, it is January, so we have another chance for snow as we head towards the end of next week and next weekend, but that's quite a ways away. So a little up, a little down, a little left, a little right, kind of all over the place, but overall at or above average for the next several days.
When you were saying, you know, not too warm, not too hot, just right. It reminded me of Goldilocks.
Right, right.
Just in the middle.
Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Gotta love that
Great
story.
porridge. All right. Thank you very much, Rusty. Another negative day, though, on Wall Street. The Dow dropping just 5 points, though. NASDAQ falling 145. Here are your numbers. You're watching Channel 8, Nebraska's trusted news source.
Tonight, Weather Watch as parts of the country brace
Finally tonight, a football player for the Kansas City Chiefs is helping shelter dogs find their forever homes. Defensive lineman Derek Noddy partners with the KC Pet Project and has helped more than 100 dogs get adopted.
In fact, after the Chiefs won the Super Bowl back in 2020, he paid for 120 adoption fees to date. Close to 200 animals have been adopted through his Naughty Dogs campaign.
Every Chiefs win, he sponsors an adoption fee, and that dog usually goes home and turns around and goes home very, very quickly.
Tori says the reason it's such a good program is because naughty dogs are dogs that have a little bit more difficult time getting adopted.
The ones that need a little bit of extra marketing.
I just felt like it was kind of my duty to help out my area.
I like that. It's a little play off of his last name, Naughty Dogs. Right. The Kansas City Pet Project says if the Chiefs win on Saturday, you can go to their website to see the latest naughty dog that will be up for free adoption.
Oh, that's great that he's doing that. All right, let's get a final check of the weather. Warmer days are ahead, Rusty.
Yeah, well, temperatures are finally going to be above average as we head into the weekend. They don't stay there very long, but 45 degrees on Saturday, back down to around the freezing mark on Sunday, which is pretty close to where we're supposed to be this time of year. Then we go up there quite a ways, 37 on Monday at transition day, upper 40s on Tuesday, lower 50s on Wednesday and Thursday. Then a cold front rolls through, and I think maybe Friday night we see some snow showers, and then into next weekend. But overall, most of these temperatures, these high temperatures, above average.
All right, thank you, Rusty, and thank you all for joining us tonight.
World News is next. We'll see you back here at 6.
With the Channel 8 Eyewitness News mobile app, you'll be the first to know. Get alerts about breaking news and weather, all in the palm of your hand.
At Comfort Made Mattress Factory, we build each mattress specifically for you right here in our locally owned store. We can even make his side different than hers, backed by our lifetime comfort guarantee.
Close to